Hey guys, this is Bumblebee85 coming at you again with another video review. This time it's a Marvel Legends. Toys R Us exclusive Marvel Legends. I just found this last weekend, so I was quite happy to see it. And there are actually still a few on the shelf as of yesterday, or in my toy hunt video you would see that. You would see them there. Now what's cool about this is that this was a Build-A-Figure when the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie came out, and now he's just a single packed figure. So you don't have to buy 7 or so figures to build this Groot. And he does come with, it's an evolution of Groot, so he does come with baby Groot in his little pot, and he does come with kid Groot, infant Groot type thing here. And here's the display on the side of the packaging. We do get a new head sculpt with this Groot. I'll show him off with the older one. And here's the back of the packaging. There's a small write-up in multiple languages. From potted prodigy to towering tree-like humanoid, Groot uses powers of regeneration to become a legendary defender of intergalactic justice. That's the top of the box, bottom of the box. But that's Groot. What I find it weird is how he ended up destroying or sacrificing himself at the end of the first movie. Spoiler alert if you haven't watched that yet. But was able to regrow just from a stick in the pot. And he's supposed to be the last of his kind. So I don't know why other Groots or other of his species could not just regrow using the sticks. And why we don't have multiple Groots from all the sticks that were shattered across the end of the movie. Don't know. But anyway, that's the Groot in the packaging. Let me get him open and I'll show him off. And here we have Groot out of the packaging. He does suffer from being a little short. Just kidding. He is a Build-A-Figure from a previous Guardians of the Galaxy wave. His knees come separated from the knee down, so you have to put those on. But first let me show off baby Groot. There's a white little potted plant here. Pretty good detail for such a small figure. Like that. There's some green on there mixed in with the brown. The soil is brown, darker brown, so that's kind of cool. That's baby Groot. Now here's kid Groot. Again, the green mixed in there. In a little waving pose, smile on. His eyes are actually nicely painted details. He does have like a pupil in there, which is kind of different compared to the movie where it was just gold around the outside and then just black on the inside. Not with the outer layer of black. So that's Kid Groot, and he cannot stand on his own at all. So good luck trying to get that to happen. And this is Groot. Let's quickly snap in the proper legs. How you can tell, I do not know. I'm just going to go by my previous figure, and that's how I have it. The pegs at the knees seem to be the same size. So I guess you could have them either way, really. But I think I'm going to go how I have the previous figure. And they hopefully just simply plug right in. A little tight, that's for sure. And this is the second leg. Very sharp here and there. The toes are very sharp. Pushing and getting a grip could poke you. But those seem to be on. And now you get the full shot of Groot. His Build-A-Figure-ness. Guess technically he's still a Build-A-Figure. You have to attach the knees. Attach his legs at the knees. Here's Groot. Nice vines. Some of the vines are painted green. He's got a shade of green here and there. And here's Groot. Up close and personal. He's got a smile on compared to his previous figure. There's definitely some more green painted on this figure. You can see the vines on his biceps are actually painted green, a specific spot for the green, not just sprayed on his chest from the previous figure. He's got some green on his back as well. He's got this soft rubber bits on some of his forearms, his shoulders, the top of his head. So that's kind of cool. But he's basically the same overall figure that we've had before. Now let me show him off side by side. There's the two Groots. This being the new one and that one being the older one. Where there is some green on his face and on his chest, but it's very faint. And some on his lower back there. Whereas, well, this is a nice green here on these vines. But the legs, again, have like no green on them at all. But he basically is exactly the same figure. Different head sculpt. I do have one other Groot, or two, actually I have two other Groots. I have Groot in the potted plant here, and then I do have this comic book version Groot. He's like crouched in there. A lot more green, but I believe that's comic book version style. I believe he came with a Rocket Raccoon 3 3/4 inch figure. Those are the Groots. Now, I did just come back from the Guardians of the Galaxy movie tonight. I highly recommend it. Some of the funny bits were forced a little bit. I'm not going to give you any spoilers, but it was a good storyline. I enjoyed the whole process. Even the slow parts were actually informative and entertaining. So I recommend it, and you should definitely go and check it out. Here's another quick just comparison. Here's the previous line's Rocket Raccoon. And here is Venom, Space Knight Venom. From he was right around in the comic books with Guardians of the Galaxy there for a little while. Just a little size comparison. Because he was a Build-A-Figure. So even Groot stands about 1.5 inches taller than Space Knight Venom. Can't wait for the new Rocket figure to come out with this in the newest. There's going to be another wave of Guardians of the Galaxy figures. I have the first wave. I have yet to review them, but there's a second wave coming. You know, we're supposed to be getting a better articulated Rocket. This Rocket has like no knee joints, and I do believe this Rocket, my Rocket here, has 2 left bicep, preventing him from bending it fully. But his articulation, his head is on a ball joint and easily pops off and can be used on the other figure. You can put the other head on this figure, and it actually obviously works with having some green detail in it. It actually comes out pretty cool. So yeah, swapping the heads work pretty cool for both. I do find that this newer head comes off a lot easier. So I just tried moving it, and it just simply pops right off. But you can rotate, look up and down. It's just on a ball joint. I wish they put a hinge in there. The neck is long enough that they could have gotten away with a hinge, and having the joints shown just look like wood. So it would have worked perfectly. It does have this upper diaphragm joint. You can't go side to side, but you can go back that much, and you can go forward that much, so you can hunch over a little bit. When you do, though, the plastic along the back is smooth and there's no detail in it, so you kind of get that little look there. And he can rotate there at the upper chest there too. His shoulders are on a ball peg. They can go all the way around. They can go out pretty far, and the vines on the shoulders don't hinder the movement at all because they're nice and soft. Biceps swivel, double jointed elbows, nice range of movement there. And his hands, his long fingers, have that much back, and that much forward. And they do rotate. Same at the legs, they have the ball hinge joint. He can do the splits, and he can kick forward by rotating his leg at the hip, and he can kick back. He rotates at the knee, single hinge knee, which does get a little more than 90 degrees, so that's good. And it does have ankle tilt, and he can tip his toe forward, and you can tip his toe a little bit up, not too much, but you can get him standing in some cool tree-like Groot poses. No problem at all. So I highly recommend this figure if you can find him at Toys R Us. He is a Toys R Us exclusive, and you don't have to buy 7 or so figures to combine and build this figure. So it's nice that you don't have to track down all those figures, which are still actually on shelves I've seen in other people's toy haul videos. They're all the figures from the first movie, Guardians of the Galaxy, are on the shelves again. So I don't know if there was just leftover cases that they just decided to ship out and try and get their money's worth. But a little expensive, a lot more affordable, a few more paint apps, alternate head, which is great. He's got a smile. You can even see some of his teeth in there. And again, every scene that Groot is in, he basically steals it. So he's a heartwarming character, but he can definitely deliver some damage. So don't make him mad. So this is Bumblebee 85 saying, "I am Groot." I mean, enjoy the play.
I am Groot. I am Groot.
I am... Wait, what's my line again?
How could you forget your line? You say the one line over and over again.
Yeah, but it means something different every time I say it. I have to feel it.
Yeah, well, feel this, pal. I have to spend hours in a recording booth. You spend, what, 10 minutes? Tops.
Easiest paycheck ever. I am Groot. I am Groot. I am Groot.
You've got to be kidding me. Those acting classes really paid off.
I am Groot.
Nailed it.